Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon.
So we are going to continue with the revision of the chapter, Molecular Basis of Inheritance. Hope you are getting a benefit out of it. You should note it down, children. Don't think that these books are with me or these notes are with me. Don't think so. You only if you note it down, you will maintain your attention. So it won't go waste. It is better to write it down, and whatever we are discussing there, you can just, rather than writing the answer, whatever points we are discussing, that too you can note it down. And quickly I will share the screen. And some of them are not very tricky. These are very simple. In a DNA strand, what links the nucleotides together? How are the nucleotides linked together? You know that DNA is a polynucleotide strand. So in a polynucleotide strands, you know that the nucleotides should be linked together. So which bond? You have learned about different bonds. Bonds are very important. About different bonds you are learning. All these bonds you are learning. Glycosidic, phosphodiester, peptide, hydrogen. So you should know where these bonds are present. So in a DNA strand, how are the nucleotides linked together? Is it by glycosidic bond, phosphodiester bond, peptide bond, or hydrogen bond? Yes? Who is going to say the answer? What is the correct answer?
Phosphodiester.
Phosphodiester bond. So here the explanation also is given. In a DNA strand, the nucleotides are linked together by a phosphodiester bond. Two nucleotides, they are linked together to form a dinucleotide by a phosphodiester, and in this way more and more will be added to form a polynucleotide strand. A nucleoside, you know the difference between, all these are simple questions, children, not very tricky, direct questions. Nucleoside and nucleotide, you know the difference between a nucleotide and a nucleoside. So when it is a nucleotide is complete, that individual units of DNA strand. And what makes a nucleoside different from a nucleotide? It lacks the base, phosphate group, sugar, hydroxyl group. Which one it is lacking? Somebody please answer.
Phosphate group.
Phosphate group, correct. So when phosphate group is added, then it becomes a nucleotide. What are the other components? Sugar and what are the three main constituents of a nucleotide, children? What are the three components?
Nitrogen base.
Nitrogen base, phosphate, and a sugar, pentose sugar. Now next question, question number 3. Already you got the answer, no? Both deoxyribose and ribose belong to the sugars known as. Just now I told you the answer for that. What type of sugars they are, depending upon the number of carbon atoms present?
Pentose.
Pentose. Both are pentose sugars. Now, fourth one, the fact that a purine base always paired through hydrogen bonds with a pyrimidine base leads to the DNA double helix. The anti-parallel nature, semi-conservative nature, uniform width throughout DNA, uniform width throughout DNA, then uniform length in all DNA. Purine base is paired through hydrogen bond. So in between, you know, ATCG, adenine pairs with thymine, cytosine pairs with guanine. So these are paired, and the pairing, you know, it is by these are nitrogen bases are held together by means of hydrogen bonds. So this fact leads to the fact that a purine base always paired through hydrogen bonds with a pyrimidine base leads to what in the double helix? What is it deciding?
Uniform width.
Uniform width, because that decides the width. Semi-conservative is entirely different thing. When a DNA replicates, what is happening? Anti-parallel strand nature means the end-day strand going one in 5' to 3' direction, the other one in 3' to 5'. And the bonding between the bases is not having anything to do with the length. Here it is mainly the width, uniform width or breadth. Next one. The net electric charge on DNA and histones. You know what type of charge is present on DNA and histones? DNA, what type of molecule it is?
Negative.
Negatively charged. And histones, what are histones?
Positively charged.
Histones are waiting.
Positively charged.
Positively charged proteins. So negative and positive respectively. So the net charge on DNA and histones is negative. Negative, DNA is negative and histones positively charged proteins. Then sixth one. Where is the sixth one? This is ninth one. Just a minute. Just a minute, children. Okay, sixth one. The first genetic material could be protein, DNA, RNA, carbohydrates. Which is the first genetic material? You know that protein and carbohydrates cannot be genetic material. It can be RNA. Why RNA? There is a statement in your textbook that DNA is formed from some modifications have taken place in RNA. DNA formed with a little more stability. I think that statement is there. RNA was its first genetic material and DNA evolved from RNA. Okay, there was a, let me see whether that's RNA, DNA has evolved from RNA with chemical modifications. When RNA underwent some chemical modifications to make it more stable, it transformed into DNA. So RNA is the first genetic material. Okay, all these explanation you need not write down. I have already posted it in the class, your biology group. So you just write down the question and the correct option. Don't simply sit. I just want whether it is there or not. I want you to write it down. With regard to mature messenger RNA, I think some are keeping quiet. I will ask those students who are not saying the answer. All take turns and answer. No, otherwise you will feel sleepy. With regard to mature messenger RNA in eukaryotes, children, I just wanted to, I had asked you to revise it topic wise. I know this topic you might not have revised, but recently only we completed the chapter. And another limitation is that we cannot get topic wise questions. It is chapter based questions, but at the same time, I want you to cover one topic. That's why I have given you a particular topic. Yes, Steffi, you are writing down?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to mature messenger RNA in eukaryotes, which statement is correct? Exons and introns do not appear. I think last day also we did somewhat similar question. Exons appear, introns do not appear. Introns appear, exons do not appear. Both exons and introns appear. Which is the correct statement? Which is the correct statement, children? Huh?
Exons appear in
Louder. A, B, C, D.
B.
B. Because you should not get confused. Sometimes you will think in. Intron, that has to be in. Exon, something has to be removed. Don't misunderstand like that. Exons will remain, but introns will be removed. Remember, introns, interrupting, intervening sequences. So then you won't have a confusion. Exons, expressed. Exons are expressed, introns are interrupting. So write it, think it in that way. So you will not have a confusion. All these codes, see, how much ever you have learned, at times you get confused, this or that. But if you make some codes like this, never you can forget. That's why I'm saying so. So you write it down somewhere. Exon, expressed, both starts with EX. Introns, interrupting sequence, that is interrupting the entire sequence. So it has to be removed. Now question number 8. Which of the following are the functions of RNA? It's a carrier of genetic information from DNA to ribosomes, synthesizing polypeptides. It carries amino acids to ribosomes. It's a constituent component of ribosomes. D, all the above. Which one is correct? Is the first one correct? Are they carrying genetic information from DNA to ribosomes for synthesizing polypeptides? What are polypeptides? What are polypeptides? Other name?
Proteins.
Proteins. So is that statement correct? Yes or no? Is it a function of RNA?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why taking so much time? Does it carry amino acids? RNA, when you say, it's not just one RNA, messenger RNA, transfer RNA, ribosomal RNA, general, in general, RNA in general. Is the second one correct?
Yes.
Yes. Third one?
Yes.
Yes. So which is the correct option? All the above. Why you people are like a frozen? Huh? Say something. Give me rest in between. When you speak, I can take rest. I feel sleepy because only I am speaking. Come to school in November, okay? I'll take revenge. While analyzing, see children, I think similar one we had done last day also. And never think that the percentage of adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, everything should be equal. It's not like that. Whatever is in adenine should be same as, okay, first we'll read. Same question, I think, now in the sample paper we had seen. While analyzing the DNA of an organism, a total number of 5,386 nucleotides were found, out of which proportion of different bases were adenine 29%, guanine 17, cytosine 32, thymine 17. So considering Chargaff's rule, it can be concluded that, which is the correct option? Double stranded?
Single strand.
If it is double stranded, the percentage of adenine should equal thymines and that of guanine should equal cytosine. But this is a single stranded. Did you understand what I meant? If it is a double stranded, the percentage of adenine should be same as thymine and that of guanine should be same as cytosine. When the percentages are different, that means it is a single stranded one. Twice we had seen the same question. If the sequence of nitrogen bases of a coding strand, question number 10. If the sequence of nitrogen bases of the coding strand of DNA in a transcription unit is 5' to 3', A, T, G, A, T, G, the sequence of bases in its RNA transcript would be, which one will be the correct one? Or you don't see, you tell me what will be the correct answer. No need to see the options. Malavika, you finished writing?
No, ma'am.
Looking at that, can you say the sequence? See, this is the unit A, T, G, A, T, G. So when messenger RNA will be formed, this information is copied to messenger RNA. So what will be the sequence of messenger RNA? In place of A, what will come? Malavika?
Yes, ma'am.
What will come? Isn't it easy? A.
T.
What should come
Is
here?
T.
Louder.
T.
Huh?
Is T. T.
T. Which one? What is being formed here? DNA or RNA?
U.
That's it. Let me take the pen. I'm not able to take the pen. Wait a minute. Okay. U then? Yes. Malavika, continue. Where are you? Malavika went? Yes.
U. T.
Again?
Is it T?
After that, what will come? T. Information on T will be copied to what? Which is the next nitrogen base? How are they paired? Tell me the combination.
Adenine, thymine, guanine,
Cytosine and guanine. A, T, C, G. This is how they pair. But when it comes to RNA, the only difference is T won't be there. Instead, it will be U. So, T will be
U.
U. U. See, check here. Isn't it A, Malavika? A can be there, no? On RNA. T cannot be there, but A can be there. G, what will come there?
C.
Louder.
Is it C?
C. Then again. Meenakshi, what comes? Next. Now A, T, G. There, tell me the complementary one.
U.
I don't know why you are taking so much time to think. Yes, Meenakshi?
U.
U.
A. C.
A.
C.
C. And the direction? U, where is it? U, A, C, U, U, A, C. And here, 5 prime, A, here is a mistake. 5. They have, this is coding strand. So that we did not check. See, coding strand doesn't code for anything. So this was a tricky question. See, I will write it down. See, there they have mentioned coding strand, but it is not the coding strand that is getting copied. It's a template strand. We have learned that it has got a coding strand and template strand. One is, just a minute. One strand is template strand. And then there is a coding strand. And what is present on the coding strand? So coding strand doesn't code for anything. But here what we have got is coding strand. Okay. So 5. So this is the coding strand. So first we should find out what is there on the template strand. So in template strand it will be T, A, C, T, T, A, C. Correct, no? And that is in the same direction, 5 prime to 3 prime. Now what we need to see is the messenger RNA. And messenger RNA, here T, then it will be A, I don't know whether you're following. I'll take a white sheet and show you once again. Then G, A, yes, A, then T, G. How many of you understood? Nobody understood. Wait, I will take a white sheet. Let me see the question. If it is here, then okay, here the question is, I'll stop sharing. Wait, I will take a white screen and then we'll see. EC board I will take. Before that, let me open the EC board. Is there anyone who understood? Nobody understood. Punya, did you understand?
Somewhat.
Yes,
Somewhat, ma'am.
somewhat. Can you see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Can you see? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, wait a minute. I never use this board. That's why the confusion. Okay, now can you see? Yes. So I'll write it here. Children, DNA strand. So there'll be 2 strands. Am I right? One will be coding strand, which doesn't code for anything. We call it as coding strand, but it doesn't code for anything. And we have template strand also. And the new messenger RNA formed will be complementary to the template strand. Whatever is present on the template strand, that information is getting copied to messenger RNA. Okay? That you know. 2 strands are there. One is coding strand, other one is template strand. Even though the name is coding strand, doesn't code for anything. Then the other strand is template strand. And whatever is present on the template strand will be copied to messenger RNA. Now let's see. Here the question is, on the coding strand, 5' to 3'. So the information here is A, T, G, A, T, correct, no? G. So this is the information present on our which strand? Coding strand. Okay. Let me take a different color pen. Okay. Yes. Now template strand. First, we should find out. They have asked you to find out. What they have asked you to find out? In messenger RNA or in the RNA transcript, what will be the information? So, by knowing this, we cannot find it out. So, what you need to know is that in the template strand, these 2 are complementary. So, here it will be A, T, A, C, T, T, A, C. This part did you understand? This part have you understood? Why it came like that? TAC, TTAC. These 2 are complementary. Now this information, what I have given in blue color, will be copied onto messenger RNA. So proportionate to T, what should come? A. Then for A, here it will be U. C, G. For T, A. T won't come. So U, C, G. So it will be AU. What is the correct option? A. AUG, AAUG. So this is the correct answer. Okay. 5' to 3'. Got it? If you want, I'll explain again. That was a misleading question. So it was written there coding strand. But actually the coding strand is not taking part in the, you know that in transcription, only one of the strand is taking part. Both the strands are not involved. Coding strand is not taking part, only template strand is taking part. So the messenger RNA will be complementary to template strand. Am I right? Or another easy method. In order to reduce the double work, what you can do is, where is our pen? Okay. Let me take pink color. Okay. Now see, or else what you can do is this one. What is given? Coding strand, and this will be same. The information on coding strand and this will be same, because coding strand is also complementary to template strand. This is also complementary to template strand. So if you want to find out the answer fast, just take the coding strand and wherever T is there, you can change it to U and find out the answer. Mansilayo? Got it? I explained both template and coding strand to make you understand the difference between the two. So if coding strand is given, then there the same scheme or the same sequence of nitrogen bases will be found on. So okay. Coding first I will erase. Oh God. Okay. Coding strand is complementary to template strand. It's complementary to template strand. And the new RNA transcript also will be complementary to template strand. That means the information or the sequence of nitrogen, both are complementary to both of them. Both are complementary to template strand. That means the sequence present on coding strand and the RNA will be same, except that wherever T is coming in coding strand, you should change it to U in the RNA strand. Is it okay now? Have you understood, Steffi?
Yes,
Have
ma'am.
you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Rijas,
Yes, ma'am.
have you understood? Can't you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Nandana, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I am not able to hear you, children. Can you hear? Just a minute, I'll check the audio. Yes. Where is our Steffi? Yes, start shooting.
What is referred to as the backbone of polynucleotide chain?
What is the very easy question. What forms the backbone of polynucleotide chain? Give them the options.
I didn't make options.
You, if they are not answering, you will have to.
Okay.
You have to say the answer. Who knows the answer? The backbone of polynucleotide chain. Yes, Sania. You're just moving the lips. Speak loudly. Yes, Sania.
Sugar and phosphate.
Good. Sugar and phosphate group. Okay, correct. Correct, no, Steffi?
Yes, ma'am.
Some correction is there, no?
No, ma'am. Sugar and phosphate.
Okay. Who has prepared a question? This cannot work. I think now you suddenly prepared one question.
No,
Next
ma'am.
next time with proper options. Yes, Anthony, you prepared any question? Ask.
How many bases are present?
Louder. Either you speak loudly or you can display the screen. How many?
P's are present in a nucleus?
How many?
Base pair.
Anybody heard? Then can you repeat for me? How many?
Base pairs are there in
How many?
base pairs?
Base pairs. Base
Ah,
pairs.
Ah,
Okay. Children, I asked you to frame questions. Anyway, one of you say the answer. Sharon, how many base pairs are present in human DNA?
nucleosome.
Nucleosome. Okay, nucleosome. Sharon.
Ma'am, options.
Aha. You need options for that? Who will say? Rijas?
200.
For that she need option. Yesterday we did, no, last day we did one sum based on this. Children, I had asked you to frame questions not for these type of questions. You are seeing no questions like this. It should be tricky. This anybody can, I think after joining the class also while I'm explaining, you can frame questions. A little twisted questions. I don't want direct questions. Nandana, have you framed any question? Yes. You're going to ask or display? Share the screen.
Ask, ma'am.
Okay.
What is the number of nucleotides in bacteriophage lambda if it has 48,502 base pairs?
Once again.
What is the number of nucleotides present in bacteriophage lambda if it has 48,502 base pairs?
Numbers, figures, if you want to note down, she will repeat. 48,000. Nandana, what was the figure? Nandana's video got stuck. You got the number, no? Got the number. Base pairs is given and number of nucleotides you have to find out. If anybody have got the answer, let me know also. Anybody got? Lydia, I don't know why she should enter now. She was there in the session so far. Anybody got the answer? Where is our Nandana? Her connectivity went. Okay. Anybody got? Nandana, have you joined? Nandana? Nandana, you asked nucleosomes or nucleotides? What was the question? You can hear? Nandana, can you just type the question?
You have to, base pair given.
Yes, base pairs are given, but what we need to find out?
Nucleotides.
Nucleotides, okay. Nucleotides. Anybody got the answer? Gayatri got it? Yes or no? No. Anybody got? Rijas? Yes or no? No. Punya?
I got
I got 9?
97,004. 90,000. 97,000.
Base pairs was 48,000, no?
It's double, right?
No,
Nucleotide
base-
is double.
Oh, you doubled it and said, oh, okay. But the number of nucleotides, each nucleotide will be having a nitrogen base. So, Nandana, the answer is correct? Nandana? Nandana, 48,500 she said. Huh? 48,500. Yes, no? Nobody is saying.
Ma'am, could you repeat?
Is the answer 97,000?
Yes, ma'am, 97,004.
And children, did you understand how that answer came? She said it's having 48,500. 48,500 base pairs are present. So how many nucleotides are there? So it will be 2 double stranded. Nandana, would you like to explain?
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Ah,
So the number of base pairs will be half of the number of nucleotides, or the number of nucleotides will be double the number of base pairs. So 48502 into 2
its double will be.
97,004.
Any doubt? Did you understand? Did you understand? Have you noted it down? Okay. So if you want any clarification, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll assume that you have understood. Now, Reen, your question?
I made it in Word, ma'am.
Ah, yes, good. So there is no confusion. You can share. I've permitted you to share the screen.
I can't share, ma'am.
Ah, I have permitted. Allow the participants to share the screen. Try once again.
It is shown as disabled.
No, here allow participants to share screen. No. Okay, then read it. Read it then.
DNA is the predominant genetic material, but in some viruses, RNA is the genetic material. Which of the following viruses have RNA as the genetic material? A. Adenoviruses, B. Tobacco mosaic viruses, C. Herpes viruses, D. Pox viruses.
You told somebody said the answer? Naureen, anybody told the answer?
No.
Once again, repeat the options. Unmute, unmute. Unmute. Ah.
Adenoviruses,
Adenoviruses,
tobacco mosaic viruses,
tobacco mosaic virus,
herpes viruses,
herpes viruses,
pox viruses,
pox
viruses.
pox viruses. Which is the correct answer?
Tobacco mosaic virus.
No, I'm asking them. Which is the correct answer, children? Huh? Meenakshi, you're saying something.
Tobacco mosaic viruses.
Any other option? Any other correct option? Yes, Naureen?
Correct, ma'am.
Correct. Okay. You heard us saying no. No,
Ma'am, I
Meenakshi?
didn't
Okay. And I think last year you had learned, no? 11th you had learned. Children, Nandana's question, anybody still having doubts? All understood. Anna, why that answer came? Why it became 97? Tell me if you have understood. You told you have understood, no? Let me hear what you have understood. Unmute. Let me hear. Number of base pairs is 48,500. How many nucleotides then? Why the answer became 97,000? You know or you don't know? Tell me that.
I don't know, ma'am.
Then why you are not? Then what for the sessions are there? Huh? Sania?
Number of nucleotides is double the base pairs.
Why? Why?
Two strands.
See, base pairs, nucleotides, one double stranded they are. Polynucleotide strand, one strand running 5' to 3', other strand running 3' to 5'. So base pairs means the pairing between the nitrogen base present here and nitrogen base present here. So here we are saying the number of what I was saying, so the nitrogen bases. So there is nitrogen bases on both strands. So base pairs is 48,500. That means on this nucleotide strand, one base will be there. And on this nucleotide strand also another base will be there. Together they form a base pair. And you know, in each nucleotide, it is made up of sugar, phosphate, and nitrogen base. So each nucleotide is having only one nitrogen base. So here base pairs, number of base pairs is mentioned. Are you getting it, Anna? Number of base pairs is given. But in each nucleotide, there will be only one base. One sugar, one phosphate molecule, and one nitrogen base makes one nucleotide. So when base pairs are given, you have to double it. Now you understood? You should ask me. If you keep it within you, how will I understand? Any more questions, Naureen? So children, next class when you come, prepare on the topic. Which one you want? Only transcription alone? And whoever has not discussed the questions, they need to discuss the questions on replication and structure of DNA. Along with that, you prepare transcription, up to transcription, including that. Okay? Yes. Thank you, children. See you next class.